Before we start, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're recording on.
For both of us now that we're together, it's the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. Welcome to a Thursday with Yvie and Angie.
Oh, hey.
It's Two Girls, One Pod. We're in your ear holes. We love to be in there. Thanks for having us. Keep us in there for a little while. We're going to talk about something today that is a ye-olde tradition, something that's been around for a very long time. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about stag do's and hens do's. Oh. Hens Day, Stag Day, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. I actually threw you a bachelorette party in...
Oh, my God, I've
season.
had a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I remember I was so uncomfortable that they threw me that. I was like, oh, because then it was you or Osha. One of you was like, oh, and this could be the last one you'll ever have or something like that. And
yeah,
I
it
was
would have
like,
been me.
I got like anxiety. I was like, ew, imagine if this is it.
This is it.
So that sign right there should have been a sign from myself to be like, you should be excited that this could be your last dating experience. I was like,
You're like, remember when Carrie in Sex and the City got engaged to Aiden,
yeah.
and she would not wear the ring on her finger. She would
couldn't.
only wear it around her neck. And when her and Miranda were pretending and like having a funny day trying on dresses, she broke out in hives.
She's like, get this dress off, and she had to rip it off. That would be me.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
it would be me too.
I'm like, oh, I can't breathe.
I was with a man once. I was with a guy like long time ago, and we lived together in a pub, and we fell in love, madly in love. We both were bartenders.
Lived together,
yeah, because everyone lived upstairs in the pub in London.
Okay.
And it was that backpacking time of your life.
Yeah.
And I fell madly in love. Like, we were madly in love with each other, and we just said one day, let's go and get married. Let's go to Vegas and get married. And we were like, yeah, let's do it. And I started to hyperventilate, and I kept trying to go, let's do it. And he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and and I think he was freaking out as well. And one of us was waiting for the other one to just go, let's not do that.
Yeah.
And neither of us did, and it just went away.
Oh, thank God.
So did the relationship. He cheated on me.
Did he?
Yeah. And my friend had to walk into the pub, and she goes, come over here. I want to sit down with you and tell you something. And I went, oh. What is it? And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry, but I just saw him in the tube holding another woman's hand.
Oh, that is so morbid.
I was so depressed. Anyway,
at least you didn't have to have a bachelorette party.
Oh, thank God.
Very sad.
Thank God I didn't.
And a little trip down memory lane. I never knew this story, so there you go.
There you go. I've had my heart broken. God, I've had my heart broken.
Broken heart is the worst feeling in the world.
It really is, and it's one of the reasons I'm just so not willing to put my heart on the line again and have it broken.
It's scary.
Again.
That feeling of not being able to eat, sleep, and you wake up with that sense of like when someone dies, there's nothing you can do about that.
Right.
But when someone breaks your heart, you know they're still alive and they're living their life with somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's that feeling of just like, ugh.
Oh, it's an awful feeling.
Oh, God, even talking about it gives me anxiety.
Anyway, so you know what my thoughts are on marriage. I'm not about marriage. I think it's a antiquated, outdated, traditional concept that is just such a massive waste of money, and so much of it goes with the patriarchal thought of ownership where the woman takes a man's name, and the whole vows, till death do us part. It used to be a man and a wife. It wasn't even a husband and a wife. It was also to love and obey your husband.
Sweet, obey and pray.
Yeah, it's a really...
But that's weddings. But weddings are called.
Marriage.
Yeah, marriage is, So, but let's go back to the stag do's.
Yeah.
There's some questions.
So just before the wedding.
Before the wedding, you have the celebration of your bachelorette and bachelor party. And it's like, what is it supposed to be celebrating? Freedom. And why do you lose freedom once you get married? Is it like, what is that? Is it like an ownership thing? Is it like, you're not technically, like, you're not single, So why do we have bachelor and bachelorette? But you're
Yeah,
not a bachelor.
one last hurrah.
It's like you can still go party with your mates and go see strippers if you want. That's not cheating.
No.
You can get drunk and wear little dick straws.
But there is a lot of cheating that happens.
At bucks parties.
On bucks parties. Like,
is it like...
And they blame the
alcohol. Blame it on the juice. Got me feeling loose.
And it's just, for men especially, it's an extremely humiliating day for that one guy. It's like, oh, your life is over, number one, and we're going to get you so drunk that you're going to pass out and we're going to shave your eyebrows off and chain you to a pole naked.
Yeah.
And we think that is hilarious. That's how much we love you.
It's so creepy.
We're going to give you lifetime trauma that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life, and it's going to happen to all of us.
It's almost like an initiation.
It is. It is.
Because you do those to get into like surf lifesaving clubs, football clubs. Like they throw you out over the shark nets in the nude.
They do those in the forces.
It's so bizarre. It is almost like an initiation of sorts to going into marriage, but in a way that's like, you've got a death sentence. It's a life sentence, this marriage.
Yeah, the ball and chain, that whole
it's like
thought of, your life as you knew it is over and you are never going to be happy again. Let's get drunk about it.
Yeah, it's very weird. Who came up with this? That's what I want to know. Is it it's obviously a real Western thing.
Well, let me ask Siri. Hey, Siri, who came up with the bachelor party?
Here are matches for the bachelor party. The Bachelor Party.
Oh, it's just a movie with Tom Hanks in it. Okay, what about we ask?
Party 2,
oh,
The Last Temptation.
Oh, there's more. There's a sequel. Okay,
2,
and
It's a Wonderful Lifestyle.
Oh, is it?
Showstopper.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That's 2019. It's still going, the bachelor parties.
Wow.
Where did the tradition of the bachelor party come from? Here
Old
we go.
Faithful.
This is what Wikipedia says. And you know what? Wikipedia never lies.
Angela Bernice.
A bachelor party, also known as a stag weekend, stag do, stag party, or bucks night in Australia. Where the bucks... That's weird. Okay, a stag night is usually planned, blah, blah. Okay, the first references to stag nights in the Oxford English Dictionary date to the 19th century. Traditionally, stag nights involved a black tie banquet hosted by the father of the groom that included a toast in honour of the bride and groom. Since the 1980s, some bachelor parties in the United States have involved vacationing to foreign destination or have featured female company, such as strippers or topless waitresses.
So it's only from the 80s we started doing it.
Hang on. The bachelor party dates back as early as the 5th century BC.
Oh.
The ancient Spartans celebrated the groom's night as a single man in which they held a dinner and made toasts on his behalf. In 1896, Herbert Barnum Seeley, the grandson of P.T. Barnum, you know, the circus dude,
No.
he threw a stag party known as the Awful Seeley Dinner for his brother at a restaurant in New York. The party had a dancer named Little Egypt who allegedly danced naked in desserts.
Ooh,
the party was dissolved
scandalous.
in the early morning by an officer. Afterwards, the Seeley family brought the police officer to the police board trial for conduct unbecoming to an official. To an official of the law. Anyway, to an official.
To a fisherman.
So the term bachelor, originally meaning a young knight in training, was first mentioned in the 14th century to refer to an unmarried man.
Well, colour me shocked, Yvie Jones. Yeah, so originally a bucks party and a bachelor party didn't even exist because we would not be getting shit all. But it was just supposed to be a nice dinner to do toast and be like, good luck with marriage, but we've turned it into getting nude.
Yep. Hurting each other.
Someone. Having penis straws, wearing bride-to-be. Everybody goes in a theme. Yeah. You go on these extravagant weekends where everybody just gets off their titties for like a weekend. You get a day if you're going to have one, number one. Don't be dragging them out. And a lot of the time when you do these extravagant long weekends, they expect you to pay.
Oh, I know.
It's like $300 a head and a gift. And then you've got the wedding and then the wedding gift.
Yeah.
And then the bloody whatever else.
I don't do them. I've only been to a handful in my lifetime and I've had quite the life, but I really don't agree with them. I don't like them. I don't like the drunkenness of it all.
I can't even think of
the last bachelorette do that I was invited to was Isabel Silbury's, and I was just like, no way,
Mine.
I
Mine was the
cannot
last
do
we
it.
went
Yeah.
to in 2019.
And that was great.
And you got to see an English man in the nude.
Penis.
You got to speak to 9 or so fellas. So what a painted. We painted. We had champagne. We had penis straws, I think.
We did.
Wow.
I'm sorry about that.
And I wore leopard print.
I'm sorry about that too.
I'm really disappointed.
You
about
looked
all
beautiful. I had a sash on. You had a sash on. It's a weird thing.
It is weird.
I don't
but
like it.
To each their own. Like, I don't really
if
care.
that's what you're into.
I don't care. I think if you want to do it, go off. If you don't go off. But another thing that I want to go off about is women still taking the man's name. And we got talking about this because obviously, if you don't know, you've been living under a rock, is J-Lo, our gal Jenny from the block, just got married to Ben Affleck. And she took Affleck.
She did.
She's Jennifer Affleck now, Mrs. Affleck. And I think when we were driving past Cotton On, I'm pretty sure I saw a jumper that said Jennifer Affleck.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. Have you just watched her latest documentary, Half Time?
No.
It's on Netflix. It's actually a really great documentary about a kick-ass woman who, has worked her ass off to get where she is today. Puerto Rican immigrant parents, brought up in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And, was just never stopped trying to be who she is today. She
Yeah.
just fought her way. But what you did see was a lot of photos of her growing up in a Puerto Rican Catholic family. So I'd say that is very deeply ingrained.
Yeah.
That tradition to even this is her 4th marriage. So the fact that she keeps trying.
But did she take any of their other names?
I don't know.
I don't think she did.
I don't think she did publicly, but she may have privately. I know that Jennifer Aniston was a pit for a while, but not publicly.
Why don't you just do hyphenated names like Jolie Pitt?
With the hyphenated thing, what happens to those kids when they meet a kid later in life who also has a hyphenated name? Do you end up with 4 last names?
I don't know.
Or whose do you drop? That's the thing I have with hyphenated.
Yeah.
You know what? I truly believe this. Give your child a completely new name.
Yeah, you could.
It doesn't have to be paternal. It doesn't have to be maternal.
It's
just
just a
give them a
name.
name.
Yeah,
A great
that's
name like Max Marble.
Oh, that's fun.
See?
That's festive.
Yep. And that kid is going to grow up happy.
Yeah, very happy. I think it's very outdated taking the man's name. I think it's a very ownership thing. But also, if you want to do it, I don't care.
Well, and it was about, if you want to do it, go for it.
No judgment. This is
people
just
say-
us talking. I don't want people to think we just sit here and judge the shit out of everybody.
No.
This is just our opinions. They're a little bit, we just think it's a little bit gross to take the man's name. But I also don't care if you do it, and I'm not judging you. I just wouldn't do it.
That's right.
For me, I wouldn't take your last name.
I know some women who've taken last names of their husbands and have regretted it.
And I also am not attached to my last name, Kent. So I actually would. So say if I was in a queer relationship and we got married and their last name was better than mine and it was like Angie Anderson, I'd be like, that's so cute.
Yeah, take it.
I would take it if it was cuter than my name because I'm not attached to Kent. Kent is not something special to me.
You could change your name anytime. It has nothing to do with a relationship necessarily.
Yeah. I'd only probably keep Kent because everybody knows me as
now,
Angie Kent.
Yeah, that's right.
So I would never change it unless it was cuter.
Yeah. Well, and I think I'm all for changing your name whenever you feel like it. A lot of famous people have
you've changed
stage
your
names.
name.
Yeah, I was born something else completely.
You don't want to say it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's just a private name that I have that
I'll
I don't
say
have
it. No, I'm
anymore.
just
It's not my name. It was never my name. It was my
No.
grandmother's name. I was named after her and it never felt like mine. So changing my name early on in my adult life legally was a great feeling, like a really great feeling.
That's so before your time, isn't it? Like changing your whole name like that's pretty unheard of back then.
My brother wasn't happy about it. My dad, I don't think, was happy about it. My mum was really supportive of it. So, that patriarch thing really came into play in that. Like, why? Are you ashamed of our family name? Yeah.
Yeah. Short answer is
Short answer.
yeah.
No one can pronounce it. And I'm sick of my first name no one could pronounce either. So I was just sick of correcting people all the time.
Yeah.
My mother was sick of correcting people all the time. She was great when I changed my name to Yvie Jones.
Yvie Justice.
Well, my
Jones.
great-great-great-grandfather, Felix Eustace, that was his name. And
Eustace.
they anglicised it they came from Germany. He was one of the vineyard, they called them the Rhine Six.
Yeah.
And they brought them all from Germany, all these volières, I think they call them, people who grew vineyards. They brought them from Germany and they were the best of the best, and they brought them to start in Australia, the very first vineyards, to start making wine here. And his name was Felix Eustace.
I like
and
it.
he had to, he didn't have to, but of course all immigrants did, anglicise their name to Justice.
Yeah.
So my middle name is Justice, from a family name, and that was from my maternal side. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I like it. It's cute. I think it's your name. Your parents give it to you. Your parents don't know you when you're born, right? They just give you a name because it's cute, and then you should grow into what you want as your
Wouldn't
persona.
it be nice if we had like a national
Name day
where you have to reach a certain age and the government says to you, are you happy with the
Yeah,
name you were
that'd be
given at
so
birth, or would you like to
fun.
change it? And it can't be when you're 6, because everyone would be called,
Fairy cake.
Crystal Fairy Cake. And
I want to be called Crystal Fairy Cake.
Unicorn Face.
I want to be called Smitten.
So on your 18th birthday, when you enroll to vote, you have to then say, do you want to keep your birthing name or would you like to choose a new name for yourself? I mean, even at 18, God, imagine. Yeah, I'm Cardi B now.
I want to be Snook Bunny Apple. That's my name. From now on, you could only refer to me as Snook Bunny Apple.
I tell you, the government would make a lot of money. They wouldn't need to change anything else. Just ask us, do you want to change your name? Well, you got to fill out this form at $88 a pop.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
Why don't we all? Oh, it's because it's such a ball ache to change everything.
Change everything.
Nah.
That's why you should do it when you're 18 before you get your
all your
license and all
things.
of the stuff.
I love how we've gone just straight into names. It's like we've just got rid of the stag. Well, we did dabble in the stag do's and the bucks do's. I think we touched all the subjects.
You know us. We love a fall over to the side and talk about something else.
You know when microphones smell and you can smell other people's spit? That's what I just smelled.
Oh, I think you're on Chrissy's microphone. So, Chrissy Swan, what is going on with your spit? Angie's loving it. That's us for a Thursday. We hope we've maybe entertained you or given you something to think about, and you can completely disagree with us.
We
respect
love it.
your decisions and your choices.
We love when people disagree because that's what just makes the world go round, just having a nice, healthy debate about stag do's, weddings, and changing your name.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And hey, Angie, tell the people not to forget about us. Rating.
Yeah, don't forget about. We haven't had a rating in so long. It's so sad. So don't forget to rate and review us.
5 stars only.
5 stars only would be ideal because it's like, it's nice. We deserve it. We give up our time for you.
Stop it. No, just we'll give you money.
We'll give you snacks. Nah, you can do whatever you want. So 5 stars only. And also you can get in touch with us on the Instagrams and listen to us wherever you listen to your damn podcast.
Yeah, we love hearing from you. So
we
please
do.
Get in touch.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Oh, that was lame.
Cringe and ninja.
Oh, cringe and frankincense.
Frankenfile. Frankincense. And myrrh.
Oh, frankincense.
That's a new one. See, we've got a new one now. New Angieism. Oh, that is frankincense. Do you know I hate the smell of frankincense? So that totally works for me.
Frankincense is rank.
Bye.
Bye.
Have the day you deserve.